All right, everyone. Welcome to today's charting session. No? Sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we typically look at yung mga trending names at kinukuha po natin yung listahan na yun from Instagrams. So kapag ginagamit nyo po yung Instagrams as your charting provider, charting software, then you typically see that list somewhere on the right-hand side of your screen. Tumatanggap din po tayo ng mga chart requests. So be sure na kung meron kayong mga requests, mga tanong, mga comments, mga suggestions, please do post them in the comment section below. I do read all of them, no? Minsan lang hindi ko sila nasasagot agad-agad. Okay? Now guys, before we start, I just like to apologize na hindi natuloy yung daily charting session natin kahapon, no? Unfortunately, nagkaroon tayo ng technical difficulty and because of it, hindi ako nakapag-release ng video. So ang gagawin ko na lang is sa Monday, gagawa ako ng 2-part na daily charting session, meaning for Monday, we will tackle 10 names instead of the usual 5. The reason why Monday over the weekend is para lang mas mapaghandaan ko ng mabuti at magawa ko siya ng mas maayos, and by the time na ma-release ko sa inyo, fluid na siya. Okay? Kumbaga, very proud ako sa trabaho kasi as I said, gusto ko nga makabawi sa inyo na hindi ako nakapag-release ng video yesterday. Okay? So let's start, no? Let's start today off with DMC. Now, DMC, halo to trending, requested, lahat na lang, no? But essentially, what's been going on is it's still trapped within this range here. So that's from 7.25 hanggang 8.43. Ito yung broader range niya. Is it consolidating in a tighter area? Sure. But if you really look at it, ito yung low end ng range, ito yung top end ng range, and price is trapped in between. Diba? Now, you could, in theory, decide na, gusto kong bumili kasi nagko-consolidate yung price. You could. But, ang problem natin lagi sa mga ganito is if you do decide to buy, saan mo ilalagay yung stop mo? Okay? Kung naglagay ka ng stop beneath this tight area of consolidation, then maaaring makita mo that price pushes down only to push back up from these areas of support here. So medyo alanganin tayo, no? Plus, yung where resistance is at 8.43, pwedeng umangat yung price doon mauntog, so baka hindi maganda yung risk-reward for you. Diba? Syempre, hindi ko naman po alam kung ano yung risk-reward ratio na hinahanap nyo. So whether or not that's good for you, kayo lang po makapagsasabi. Tapos, kung kunwari naman, let's say we want to put a deeper stop beneath 7.25, price could break below it only to find an area of support dito sa area of previous consolidation. So, yun yung medyo mahirap sa DMC. So, until it shows its hand, medyo mahirap siyang pangunahan. For me. Okay? This is just for me. Again, kung gusto nyo maghanap or ng opportunity to buy during consolidation, then please feel free to do so. Sa akin lang medyo mahirap just because stop placement is a little tricky. No? Now, ano yung bearish scenario for this particular issue? Para sa akin, if price falls beneath itong 7.25, test it from below, tapos bumaksak siya ulit, i-break yung low na yon, then baka dito nga muna tayo mag-ipon. Bakit dito? Aside from ito yung area of previous consolidation, dito rin tayo nagkaroon ng cluster of highs before prior to price breaking out. So hindi nakakagulat na if price does come back there, na baka makahanap tayo ng area of support. Okay? Ang bullish scenario naman, medyo tricky din. Why? Kasi kung mabasag natin tong 8.43, meron tayong area of previous consolidation right here and also right here. Okay? Hindi ko lang drinawingan na sa taas para hindi magulo kasi baka magkulay puti na yung big part of my screen. No? So, even if we break to the upside, we want to see what price does here and what price does here. Obviously, if we can break above 9.42, then mag-print tayo ng new 52-week high. And obviously, tuloy yung bullishness. Okay? So, panoorin po natin ano gawin nito in the meantime. For now, if I had to guess, okay, this is just pure speculation, ha? Maaaring bumuelo na lang muna siya for the remainder of Q4 kasi ilang araw na lang tayo. Diba? Baka mag-consolidate na lang siya tapos sa Q1 na siya mag-decide kung ano ba talaga ang balak niyang gawin. Okay? Of course, I would be very happy to be proven wrong, lalo na sa mga may hawak na. Kung bigla na lang mag-breakout, tumuloy-tuloy, then of course, I'll be very happy for all of you. As I said, wala po tayong talangkaan dito, walang turtle mentality, walang crab mentality. Gusto ko lahat kayo ay kumikita. Okay? Let's move on to keeper. Now, you may notice na medyo mas mabagal ako ng konti mag-chart for these instances just because kailangan kong alisin yung auto for some of the charts that we'll be looking at, no? The reason for that is minsan kapag ganito 5-minute konting galaw ko lang kasi nawawala na siya sa alignment, so off ko na lang, on-off na lang tayo as needed, no? Now, ano na nga ba nangyari dito? Since we last looked at it, nagpatuloy lang tayo bumaba. Obviously, kahit dito sa lower time frame, kitang-kita yung downtrend. And right now, price has found support dito sa 1.33. So, tong 1.33, siya yung low nung December 15. Okay, siya rin yung low today. Now, ano ang gusto nating makita dito para sa potential bullish scenarios? For me, at bare minimum, kailangan mabasag man lang natin tong 1.37 to 1.38 na area. So, ito yun, no? Itong area na to. Bakit yan? Kasi dyan tayo nagkaroon ng huling cluster of highs prior to price breaking down, coming back, and testing support. Diba? So, gusto natin na makita na ma-break man lang sana natin tong range na to para mag-open up yung possibility that price can trade back up to 1.43. And if mabasag natin yung 1.43, maybe come back to 1.52 na area, and so on. Now, if we look at this from the 30-minute time frame, so ito yung sinasabi ko na kailangan natin mag-on-off ng auto, no? Dahil minsan ayaw makisama. Okay, so pag dito natin tinignan sa 30-minute time frame, medyo mas clear yung mga tinitingnan nating levels. Diba? We can see na ito talaga yung clear cut from this quote-unquote higher time frame na area na tinitignan natin, yung 1.37 to 1.38. And if we can break above it, very clear kung nasaan yung resistance kasi meron tayong inflection point. Meron tayong high dito sa 1.43 and a low dito sa 1.43. And if ma-breakout natin, ang next major resistance level will be at around 1.5 to 1.52. Diba? Obviously, nakikita naman natin na merong area of consolidation here, meron mga minor lows, pero structurally speaking, ito talaga yung high niya. So if mabasag natin yung 1.43, that might open up the opportunity na matrade to 1.43 to 1.52. And if mabasag natin yung 1.52, the next level of resistance will be at 1.55. However, until may makita tayong magbago, personally, I would rather step aside. Ang hirap ng ganito we are trading below FOO price, no? So, mahirap It could still carve out new lows. So, personally, I would rather be a bit more patient, wait for things to play out. Tapos kapag mas nag-play out na siya, dun tayo mag-decide whether or not may opportunity na ba para pumasok dito sa keeper to trade it again. Okay? Obviously, kung may long-term view kayo dito sa keeper, wala kayong pakialam sa ganitong mga minor fluctuations. Kasi malamang nga, baka di nyo pa tinitignan yung chart, diba? And if so, I wish you the best of luck as always, no? So, hopefully, mag-hold na tayo rito and we can start pushing higher from here. And then, lahat tayo sama-sama makahanap na opportunities moving forward para matrade natin to. Okay? Next, tignan po natin yung SP-NEC, no? So, SP-NEC, today siya lumabas. Okay, so I wanted to cover this before we closed today's charting session. Hindi ko na siya linagyan ng levels. Bakit? It doesn't feel very fluid sa akin. Okay? Kung papansinin nyo, nasaan yung majority ng volume natin? Ang majority ng volume natin came dito. So, nung start, diba, nagkaroon tayo ng bentahan. Tapos, nung nag-close tayo, pinag-gap up. So, from 94, naging 1.01. Medyo significant na gap up, no? I mean, it's not the best, it's not the highest, pero it's there. Kumbaga, obvious na obvious siya. So, I want to see kung masusustain ba to moving forward heading into next week. Maaaring next week mag-open tayo, parang i-fill niya yung gap, balikan niya dito, bumalik tayo ng 94. We don't know. Okay, I want to see what happens first. Pero ang babantayan natin dito, aside from this one, if price breaks below tong area of support around here, okay? So that's from 86 cents to mga 88 cents, no? If mabasag natin tong area na to, then there's a good possibility that price comes back and retest yung low na finorm niya dito at 76. Kasi ito na yung structure of lows mo eh. 'Di ba? Ito yung area of consolidation, tapos technically speaking, nag-quote-unquote breakout kasi nga nagkaroon tayo ng mock-up. But kung bumalik tayo, mabasag natin ulit tong 86, then there might be a chance na balikan natin ulit yung low dito sa 76 or even lower. So something to watch out for lang dito sa SPNEC. Now, I know some of you or a lot of you nakakuha nito sa nag-subscribe, no, sa IPO. So I hope na pag open natin sa Monday, instead na mag-gap down or bumalik dito, sana tumuloy na. Diba? Sana tumuloy na. But kung wala kayong hawak, like me, then para sa akin, ang prudent course of action is again to just exercise patience muna. Let's wait and see ano pwedeng mabuo. Tapos dun tayo magdesisyon na, sige, ito yung pwede natin gawin or ito hindi natin pwedeng gawin. Okay? Next, tignan po natin ang GT Cap, no? So, GT Cap, ang nangyari was, nag-form tayo essentially ng head and shoulders pattern here. Tapos, we broke to the upside, breaking above the high of this right shoulder. So, my expectation kapag ganito is, kapag may bearish pattern na nanegate, usually, positive yun. However, it doesn't necessarily mean na I'm going to jump in. Number one, meron pa tayong open gap dito, no? So, let's explore. Ano ba yung mga pwedeng scenarios dito sa GT Cap? Okay, first and foremost, ang isa sa mga pwedeng mangyari is, yung paborito ng lahat, is your price to not look back, just break out, aim for tong high ng head, which is at 623, or even higher, balikan tong 634.5 na high, and if ma-break yan, ang next resistance natin will be at 673.5. Another scenario would be maybe price consolidates here briefly, tapos gawin yung sinabi natin just now, na mag-breakout dito, balikan to, and so on, no? Ang ayaw nating makita is, hindi pala to talaga yung right shoulder, ito pala yung high niya, we roll over, mabuo yung pattern, we break this neckline at 544, kasi kung ganon, ang malamang mangyayari is mababalikan tong white zone. Etong white zone, kung mapapansin nyo, dito tayo nagkaroon ng maraming wicks. Sorry, ang pangit ng arrows ko. Okay, dito tayo nagkaroon ng maraming wicks, diba? Ibig sabihin, there was some type of demand each time price dipped down to this level. It was being bought. So whether or not it still gets bought, kung bumalik siya dyan, hindi pa natin alam, no? Titignan pa natin. Also, kung mabasag tong white zone na to, then medyo mas malalim na ang pwede niyong hukayin. Baka balikan niya tong 453.6 na level of support from this high here. And before we move on, I just like to point out na in essence, okay, despite all the talk about head and shoulders and so on, sa bigger picture, we are still trapped within this larger range. So, kung talagang gusto nyo ng mas may kasiguraduhan, mas may confirmation, then baka mas maganda either mag-breakout tayo ng 634.5 or ng 673.5 para mas malinis or mas merong confirmation yung trade idea nyo. Okay? Basta for now, yes, there's that pattern. Yes, there's my bias. But what we're looking at is essentially we're still trapped within this larger range here. And then finally, as promised, we'll take a look at MEDIC for the third time this week. No? Okay? So, ano nga ba ang nangyari sa MEDIC? Unfortunately, it has continued to go down. Okay? It has continued to go down. Tapos kanina, it pushed lower, reaching a low of 1.2. Nung nag 1.2 tayo, nag-bounce, nag-consolidate tayo konti dito, tapos nag-close tayo ng mock-up ulit. Now, even though I didn't mark it, meron tayong area of consolidation right here. So kahit na nag-mock-up tayo, maaaring mauntog lang tayo sa area na to, tapos baba ulit. We don't know. Okay? Maaari din na mag-fill tong gap. Okay? Tapos from there, mag-push siya higher. Possible din na ganon. Same as sa iba natin tinitignan. It's just rinse and repeat, no? Paulit-ulit na scenario. Ang ayaw nating makita, obviously, sa MEDIC is mabasag ulit tong 1.2, kasi new lows na naman yun, hindi natin alam hanggang saan maghuhukay ito. Aabot pa itong piso? Aabot pa ito below piso? Diba? Hindi natin alam hindi natin alam saan siya pupunta. So yun yung ayaw natin makita. What we want to see from here is mag-consolidate na siya and mag-carve out ng either new highs or maybe we can start stair-stepping upwards. Diba? Tapos abutin natin tong next resistance at 1.39. Okay? Yung 1.39, we have to remember, may gap din tayo dito. So baka mag-overshoot ng konti, but it's important na kung gusto natin makita ng bullish movement, na mag-start na tayo at the very least na yun nga, mag-stair step up na tayo, balikan man lang natin to. Tapos kung mabasag tong 1.39, our next level of resistance will be at 1.47. And if mabasag yung 1.47, 1.52 is next. And then 1.57. Okay? Again, we're hoping na yun nga, potentially nag-carve out siya ng low dito, na nag-conso dyan, then we're gonna stair step up. But kung ako, papanoorin ko muna. If it starts doing that, feeling ko magbibigay naman siya ng opportunity. Diba? Magbibigay siya ng opportunity for people to get in. Diba? I mean, syempre, kung biglang pumitik pataas, tas di tayo nakahabol, okay lang naman eh. There's always the next trade, diba? Hindi naman kailangan i-trade lahat. Diba? But for now, patience pa rin. Let's wait for something to set up. We were patient before, diba? We were patient here, we were patient here, we were patient here. So, our patience was rewarded. So, magtiwala lang tayo na if we maintain patience and if it does start to move to the upside, then marireward din yung patience natin and mabibigyan din tayo ng opportunity para makapasok. I am sure yung mga sistema nyo handang matrade yung mga ganitong klaseng situations. Okay? So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no? I hope kahit papano ay nakatulong po ito sa inyo at meron po kayo natutunan. And if so, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!